Hey, evening. So, you know what? Let's just let me do this real quick and put that over there. Okay. There we go. At least we have a nice, calm background, animated background. So, where do I even begin? For starters, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I mentioned this on stream before. Actually, 2 streams ago, regarding about uh whether or not like I should start, I guess, putting in more effort in actually trying to maybe start turning this whole streaming thing into a part-time thing. Although technically I already am. It's just in a sense of turning this streaming thing that I've been doing lately as a part-time thing, in a sense as a I get donations on the side of things, or I get affiliate and people can subscribe to me. See, the thing is, what Xavier brought up is that, I need to figure out a way to increase my viewership. And in a sense, he's not just talking about like people watching my past broadcasts or anything. It's not just that. It's that the whole point of a live stream isn't just to leave behind a past broadcast for anyone who wasn't able to hop on live on stream to watch, and they can just watch it as like a past broadcast, like a past video that was uploaded on a video platform. It's not just that, but a live audience where anyone can just hop on the very same time I'm streaming and gaming. And he made a valid point, but the thing is, I don't know where to start. And I have mentioned this time and time again, and I'll repeat myself until I sound like a broken record. But when he brought that up, it gave me a whole reality check on this whole streaming thing, because I'm not saying that like I'm not saying that I'm doing something wrong. It's just that I'm not doing something right. And it's there. Like, there is some method that I may or may not know to use to gain viewership, live viewership, or more views as a past broadcast. Because from what I can remember, my channel on Twitch has more impact than my YouTube channel. I mean, for starters, my YouTube channel is not only a YouTube channel, it is a YouTube account. And at first, I never gave it a thought of whether or not I should, do YouTube videos and shit. And granted, all my subscribers are mostly friends of mine that I hang out with on a daily basis, like Mike, Xavier, and the rest of them. But it's come to the point where, like, I wouldn't say that it's a slow going. It really is. I mean, it always has been. I mean, my content is there. It's just advertising or having a more outreach to the right sources. I mentioned before that I can think of possibly free ways to get people to recognize me, to get people into my content. The free options I can think of at the top of my head, and feel free to say no, or just disagree, but this is what I think, because that's what I think nowadays. Because I have a streamer friend, a Singaporean streamer friend. She is she never she started off streaming like later than me. She started off streaming around mid 2021, and at that point when I was on BO free that often, I wouldn't say BO free, but like Arc and whatnot, I was like getting more views and I had more followers than her, and yeah, I had pretty much had a like more active following. But as time goes by and you know, she grew in followers, and on top of that, she now is a affiliate on Twitch not too long ago, and she's got more followers than me. Reason being is because she had TikTok to thank for. She does voiceover. She also cosplays. Yeah, and she's been doing that quite some time, way before she even got a proper gaming setup. And her main source of content and growth in her Twitch channel was Valorant. Yes, you heard right, which is actually the other option, the other method I can think of to grow my fan base and my viewership is Valorant. And also I mentioned TikTok, that's also another option, because TikTok, you can upload shit like crazy clips you did, facts that people don't know, all that. People watch that shit. Apart from the cringy stuff, unless you're into that, then well, I guess that's your poison. That's your, that's your kink or some shit. But I'm I try not to judge, but every now and then I'll give it a little nudge in the judging department. But yeah, Valorant and TikTok. And I mentioned this before, I despise Valorant to the core because I had a bad experience. It's kind of like, maybe because the people who introduced me to Valorant were once my friends in school in ITE. They had this high standard of me, and I mentioned this actually in today's stream, today early morning stream, that when I got introduced into Valorant, told my friends that, oh, I used to play CSGO, but not that, that hardcore or competitive. I just casually play CSGO. So in their right mind, they thought that, oh, so if I've played CSGO before, I, at least know the ins and outs and the basics of CSGO. And yeah, they invited me to play a couple matches of CSGO on my office school laptop. And it didn't go so well because it was so long ago that I last played CSGO. And this one friend that they had, who I didn't know was also taking the same course as us, but a different class, he was wondering why this one guy was sucking ass in our team, and that one guy who was sucking ass was me. And like I said, I haven't played CSGO in so long at that time period, and on top of that, I'm a console peasant for God knows how long. And you can just imagine a console peasant who's so used to aim assist, using the controller and whatnot, just starts using mouse and keyboard. It's weird. It really is alien to you. But now look at me right now. Like, I'm on mouse and keyboard. I'm playing FPS games on computer, on PC with mouse and keyboard, and every now and then, rarely, once in a blue moon, I use controller. Rarely. I'm more comfortable and more keen towards mouse and keyboard. And even with probably, I guess, 2 years of officially migrating and just embracing mouse and keyboard over controller in FPS games on PC, I still struggle, because at the back of my head, I'll forever be a controller scrub relying on aim assist. Forever. Some people could be different, where they've fully eliminated the aim assist reliant mindset for controllers when they've officially migrated and just give in to mouse and keyboard, which is a good thing, which is something I actually want. But for me, it's hard. And it still is, even though it's been 2 years since I got this gaming PC and my mouse and keyboard and shit. And people would say, why don't you just play more competitive matches and multiplayer matches? And even if it's not competitive, just play any multiplayer matches where you're going up against other players who are also on mouse and keyboard. So you're more susceptible to working well under pressure or being used to the faster time to kill frames on PC with mouse and keyboard compared to on controller on console. See, like I said, I have a bad experience. I mean, with Cold War, that was an exception because Cold War, I was very, very comfortable with mouse and keyboard, and I every now and then go off and pop off, getting kills left and right, even when I'm in the same lobby with Chase, Mike, and Xavier, who is in a different part of the entire fucking planet. Like, I'll end up in their lobbies and I'll have 2-bar ping connection, and I'll still be able to pop off. But it's just, it kind of sounds like I'm making a lot of excuses. Like, I do have the potential to actually try out to be competitive or to be a sweat or to actually push out PvP, multiplayer, FPS, Valorant type-ish content. It's just, I, in a sense, have PTSD for that. I genuinely do. In comparison to PvE content like dungeons, raids, Genshin, D2, you name it. See, I'm going up against AIs, against computers. Enemies that the game spawn in that don't move a lot, don't have lightning fast reflexes like actual players. They're easy to hit. You could say, yeah, I'm a PvE scrub. I prefer to be a PvE scrub. But it's just, I prefer it to be low key, and even if like the content and the activity in the game is hard difficulty, like I have less health or I have less shields or the enemy have more health, more shields, they hit harder. Yeah, I love the challenge. But it's just that I have this weight on my shoulders, this fucking, I guess you could say trauma or PTSD from just playing Valorant. Because truth be told, Valorant was the game that really got me into FPS on PC. But like all experiences of their first FPS in any game on any platform, it will always be the first one that will always be the one that is your core source of why you love FPS or why you love playing multiplayer. See, it's not like I don't hate or love playing multiplayer on PC with mouse and keyboard. It's just, I get reminded of that period in time where the expectation was high in my friends' mindset, all my friends' mindset. Because I mentioned this before, here in Singapore, the gaming community is all about being competitive. And it's really ass. And I have this fear that I'm afraid to, just try. I genuinely am afraid, and I still do. It's hard because, for starters, here in Singapore, it's competitive. And majority of my followers already know I'm a Singaporean streamer. So if I try to be like fucking playing Valorant, Fortnite, try to be sweaty tryhard, which I, rarely once in a blue moon actually pull off. I don't want people to immediately have that permanent expectation of me. And then bam, when I have a stream where I'm not doing so good or anything, Oh boy, the fucking hate mail and all the shit talking comes out. It's gay. It's fucking retarded. Now, the one solution I can think of is if I am not labeled as a Singaporean streamer, aka I don't put the Singaporean tag, which is actually possible. And the other option is I move a different country, because Twitch algorithm is just that whenever I log on Twitch on my browser, it's within Singapore servers. So the Twitch algorithm in my browser within Singapore servers through my internet and whatnot in the region is always going to be Singaporean servers. It could be like that could be the factor alone. So what if I'm in a different region? What if I'm overseas? Like say Europe or the US or Canada. The coverage there is different. It's like a different group, I guess, compared to the very toxic and competitive nature of Southeast Asia, and Singapore included. Ah, gay boy, fancy seeing you here. Good morning, by the way. Censor yourself a lot and suck up to certain sponsors to get the sponsorship. Oh yeah, that shit's true. Stream sniping, swatting. Well, swatting ain't really an issue here in Singapore because there's no in hell law enforcement here is gonna believe like a swatting tip from anonymous caller or someone. But yeah, I really am at a crossroad. It's either TikTok or go competitive, because my channel was built on BO Free Zombies. I kid you not. Because before I started streaming BO Free Zombies, I remember 2015. That was the year I was playing Fallout 4 on my brother's Xbox One, and we found out that you can stream on Xbox One on the Twitch app in the very same system. So we went and tested out. So I streamed, I think, 20 minutes of Fallout 4 footage, and me and my brother were surprised. Like, holy shit, it actually works. You can stream on the same system that you're playing on. So I'm playing Fallout 4 and then streaming on the Twitch app on Xbox. And yeah, that got me thinking, okay, if that's possible, then maybe this could be my ticket to actually being a potential content creator, because I've always wanted to be a YouTuber when I was young, watching the Yogscast, C-Nanners, Minecraft playthroughs, Shadow of Israfel, anyone. Those were the good old days. I can't imagine what it'd be like to make my own Minecraft guide to survive the first night, or Minecraft playthrough. I kind of did let that happen, but I kind of gave up on it because it was Minecraft Windows Edition and Minecraft Xbox Edition, and yeah, I got bored. That, or at the time I was still using my god awful office school laptop to stream or record through Streamlabs. And only then did 2018 roll around, where by right in 2018 I was supposed to go to ITE, but due to my secondary school's outstanding school fees, which was, and I can't believe it, I still remember the outstanding fees, $1,358, because they decided, MOE, Minister of Education, had the right fucking mind to beef up the monthly fee for permanent residents and foreign students from $300 to $800 a month. At that time, my dad was struggling to pay off my school fees in one shot, so he did installments. So he paid like $350 a month. But as the months go by, on top of the $800 increase from $300 to $8, $350 ain't gonna cut. So say in a month, $800 on the monthly school fees happen. He can't pay up the full 800, so he just handles 350 because at the time I wasn't the only one who was going through school. It was me and my sister. So my sister was in IT as well. I was still in secondary school. My sister's school fees was more expensive than mine. Mine was 800. Hers was like 1.2. No, hers was $2,000 per semester, and there's 8 semesters in total. So you can imagine my dad is like almost paying nearly 3,000, give or take. But what he did is like he paid half of the 2,000 per month for my sister's ITE semester fees and 350 for my $800 for secondary school monthly fees. And by the end of my 4 years of secondary school, once I graduated from secondary school and I went to the like results day where they release out the results for the like for those who like the results for all our exams, because there is an exam called the N level exam and O level exam. So what I did was the N level exam because of my academic stream route that I took. So anyways, the N level exams, the result day came and I got hit with the fucking reality where since I had an outstanding school fees, the school can't give me my results, not the original results for my N-level exams, and they can't give me the transcript. They can't give me the other letter from ITE and the different courses that I can pick based on my results. Hell, not even a photocopy of my original results because of my outstanding fees. But prior to that day, my form teacher told me she is allowed to give even a photocopy of the original results. And truth be told, I actually got 4th in my class. So yeah, 4th smartest guy in the class. And on the day of the results, my teacher had to go up to me and tell me, I'm sorry, I can't give you the copy, at least a copy of the original results. And she was bummed out. I was bummed out. So I went there all for nothing. And I went to the school office asking if there's any way you can just give me a copy, just the results, not the transcript or anything. I understand I have an outstanding school fees and all, but the school is expecting me to cough up money instantly on the spot to fucking pay off the 1,358 that I owe. And with that outstanding school fees, the vice principal at the time overheard my outstanding school fees. And at the same time, I was calling my dad, asking if there's anything we can do. Is it possible to pay it right now, or I don't know, anything. The VP asked to talk to my dad, so I handed him my phone. And apparently, rather than be a professional vice principal, I overheard him threatening my dad to cancel my student pass and have no choice but to expel me and basically disregard all the 4 years of my work and as a student of that school. See, the thing is, this whole student pass threatening thing that the VP brought up, it was more towards of the assumption that the VP thought I was a foreign student, because he saw my outstanding school fees and he's probably wondering, oh, you must be a foreign student. Yeah, I'm not a foreign student. I'm a permanent resident. The only reason why I have an outstanding school fees is because you dickheads, sorry, not you dickheads, but the Minister of Education decided to beef up the fucking monthly school fees for every levels of education, primary school, secondary school, IT, you name it. If you're a permanent resident here in Singapore who's a student or a foreign student, you still get treated the same way. But if you're a citizen, that's a different story. Like a Singapore citizen student would pay, at the time, was $50 monthly for secondary school or primary school fees. For a permanent resident or a foreign student, you had to pay like 300 or 800.
Like, bruh, from the occasional $50 for any Singaporean citizen student, primary school or secondary school student, $50 or $100 a month, compared to the whopping $300 to $800 for foreign and permanent resident students. Like, what the fucking shit? If that isn't segregation, I don't know what is. Bruh. And that was basically the origin story of my Twitch channel, because I mean, in the end, I still got a copy of my results. And then I still remember the results. I got A for English. I got A for CPA, which is computer applications. They teach you how to use computers. B for science, because I didn't fucking study for science. And C for math. For math. So A, B, C. If I had studied for science, I would have probably got triple A. That's why I got fourth in class. So I had 4 subjects, 2 A's, B, and a C. So the C is obviously math, because like I said, I just fucking passed my math. Because I'm fucking ass in that shit. By some miracle, I actually passed it. Or more than passed. But with that being said, I was only able to secure a copy of my results. And even though it's a copy, I'm supposed to get a transcript and a letter from recommended schools of the next level of my educational route that I picked, of the different courses I want to choose. But the thing is, I never got it because, like I said, outstanding school fees, so the school can't give me the original result slip and the transcript and whatnot. So since I don't have it, I wasn't able to apply for it, because the deadline window to apply for ITE was at the end of that very week where we get our results. And since they can't give me, and there's no way in how my dad can cough up the remaining amount to pay off my outstanding school fees, it's safe to say, okay, can't make the deadline, can't register for my desired course. You can only imagine, yep, I can't get into a course, I don't go to school. So throughout the whole 2018, I didn't go to school. By right, I was supposed to, but no. But due to the fucking educational system decided to fuck up any permanent resident or foreign students who are trying to study, trying to get a place, and the fact that they can't cough up money, yeah, they're trying to milk us dry to a point that we can't further our studies because of money. It was that bad. And probably still is. It's fucking crazy. So throughout that 2018, I was thinking like, okay, no school. At least I still have my Xbox. Get to play every day. And I noticed that I've been playing BO3 a lot. And I've been doing a lot of high rounds and a lot of Easter eggs, grinding Liquidiviniums, and got to level 1000. I mean, you know, Prestige Master level 1000. Like, shit was fun. Oh. Like, oh, gay boy. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, a little bit of stuff. Oh, gay boy. Someone messed up their order. They did. Oh, I love me in this order. Actually, I'm gonna read the other things he said. Kind of was talking about the origin story of my Twitch channel. Where did, okay, to be honest with you, the streamer community is dying, because let's say you want to be a faceless streamer or a VTuber, or do you know Corpse Husband? Oh yeah, I know. Deleted his channel because people leaked his face and his IP address. Yeah, it's honestly sad. It's pretty fucked up. But yeah, my channel was built around BO3. That was the very, very foundation. I remember the series I did, the round 100 to on all maps, no round robin use. Oh my god, that was probably, like, you could say my most successful content series I've ever pulled off, where I aim to get round 100 on every single map with no round robin use. And throughout that series, I actually met Heatwave. And if I'm not wrong, I finished that series. I wouldn't say finished it. I only finished it 99%, because the 1% was that one fucking map I couldn't get round 100 on. with no round robins, which is fucking Shangri-La. That was the only map I needed round 100, and that would be it. So the reason why I made the series where round 100 in all maps, no round robin use, was because of this asshole that I met for Easter egg LFG. So this asshole he had a fuck ton of gobblegums, and this is on Xbox One we're talking. This is not like BO3 on PC. And this was in 2018. This asshole fucking pay to win. He bought a fuck ton of liquid diviniums and tried to get as much round robins and power vacuums, you name it. That's what he wanted. Wait, what the fuck? Yo, what's going on? Wait. Okay, what the shit? Sorry. My dashboard had a... What? I can't see... Okay. Jesus Christ. Got a scare right there. Okay, anyways, as I was saying. This asshole, pay to win, bought a lot of liquid diviniums, rolled the gobblegum factory, got a fuck ton of round robins, and then he got like round 100 plus or round 255s on a lot of maps, or majority of the maps in BO3. I'm talking vanilla maps like the Chronicles, all the DLC maps. I mean, this is BO3 Xbox One we're talking about. Obviously, no custom maps. He fucking bought just to pay to win. He bought liquid divinium just to pay to win to get a fuck ton of rounds on his fucking combat record in zombies. And he's level 1000. And yeah, this guy fucking boasts about, oh, he's got these rounds of shit, but I look at his most used gobblegum is round robin, and he's used it 5,268 times. I know the exact count because I still remember this fucker, because if it were for this fucker to encourage me, I guess not really encourage me, more like made me go about the round 100 on all maps with no round robin use series that I did, I would have not gotten this many followers. And at the time I had, on average, past broadcasts, right? I'm talking about past broadcasts. At the time, in that time period with my content BO3, round 100 on all maps, no round robin use, I would every now and then get at the most 5 to 7 viewers live, checking on me, what round I am on, how many downs I've had, and whatnot. And whenever the stream has ended, because I already survived 100 rounds and then I end the game, and I see that sweet triple digit round one, survive 100, and if possible 0 downs, flawless round 100, no round robin use, that was the icing on the cake. And it'd be like on average 8 to 10 hour long stream, and that was all on my Xbox One, and I was using the Xbox One app to stream that shit. So basically my Xbox One app, Xbox One would be on like 10 hours a day, me trying to stream and also trying to get to round 100 with no round robin use. On top of that, I was getting levels, getting to level 1000 on the side of it, which I at the time was not planning to, but somehow I got to it. And I was also grinding liquid diviniums for more gobblegums so that I could use it for Easter eggs and also for round 100 attempts, because I've always wanted to reach round 100 on all BO3 maps at that time, and I did, apart from Shangri-La, because fuck that map. So yeah, and my past broadcasts for the 10-hour streams I've done for round 100 attempts, they would average 50, and the most I saw was 130 views past broadcasts. And I fucking jizzed in my pants. And at the time I didn't have all the cum jokes and whatnot, because I was more of like a super chill, low-key down kind of guy. But now with meeting everyone else, fucking Mike and Xavier, and it's a different story. But yeah, I was a very chill guy. I was young. I was ambitious. I pulled off near impossible feats. Hell, fucking got third place in the Giant world record, flawless, no gobblegum used. That was my proudest achievement. I was third in the world at some point on the Giant, on BO3, flawless, no downs, and I didn't use a single gobblegum. No classics, no megas. I was chilling in the spawn room on the Giant with the RK5 Pack-a-Punch with Deadwire, training the zombies for 90 rounds without going down, without using any gobblegums. No classics, no megas, nothing. And dog rounds were a miracle because not only did they make the games go faster, but also gave me max ammos for my Wonder Waff. That shit was probably my proudest achievement because not only did I get flawless without any using any gobblegums, but I was third in the motherfucking world. That record has probably been broken 10 times over already because that was back in 2019 that I set that record. I was third in the whole fucking planet. If I remember, I still have the screenshot on my old phone. I was third on the whole fucking world in all the Giant, flawless, no gobblegums. That was like the staple, my piece de resistance, my masterpiece. And at that point forward, I was like, okay, I think I've reached the point of like complete sweaty tryhard in BO3 zombies. And that was on Xbox One. And at that point, I felt like, you know what? It's time I retire. I've done the impossible. And not only did I did that to be third in the world, but I did that to be the first in Singapore because no one in Singapore gives a shit about BO3 zombies or for that matter, Nazi Zombies by Treyarch. No one gives a shit about it. Everyone knows what Nazi Zombies by Treyarch is or what zombies is in general from Treyarch, but they never thought of going for world records or high round attempts. I mean, some do, but to the point of doing shit that I do, which is getting third in the whole fucking world, no. And I was the first Singaporean to be in the fucking ZWR Zombie World Record website, third in the world. I've never seen a Singaporean player in there until that day when I submitted my game and they verified it. And when I refreshed the page the next following day, I see my name, Proxima Soul, and next to my name, the Singapore flag, round 90, flawless, no gobblegums. Third in the world, top 3. That was like the moment I fucking ascended. The moment I became the Proxima Soul. Oh. And then I retired. Like, my life work is accumulated and just built up to this moment. I mean, I could have gone for like first in the world, like legit world record status, but being third in the world, that's at least something. And then from then on, I just decided to keep it down low and just probably play other games. I mean, I still played BO3 every now and then at the time. And then, yeah, things happened. Arc happened. And then I met Mike and the rest of the guys, played DBD, and then went to school finally. And then went to the army and then used my army pay to buy a gaming PC, and then eventually as the years go by throughout 2021 and 2022 I built more into my setup, and then now 2023 when I'm finally done, and now I'm a reservistman on standby if they call me for reservice next year for in-camp training. I'm just here. That pretty much is a summed up story of from the beginning to now current. BO3 was the staple, the foundation that I built this channel on. And I feel like, you know, a part of me, if I want to grow my channel, if I want to get more viewership, I feel like I gotta go back to where it all started. But I don't want to, because I don't want to revolve my channel around BO3. It used to, but now it's just different games. It's Genshin, D2, Fortnite even. I once fucking despised that game. I hated it to the core. I vowed, I even swear, I made a fucking oath live on stream in the past years ago. I will never ever play any battle royale because it's so overrated, especially Fortnite because of its cringe. But look at me right now, I'm fucking playing it every now and then. It's like how the mighty have fallen. The man who says he will never touch Fortnite, he'd rather die, he'd rather suck a dick than to play that god awful game. Well, how the mighty have fallen. When I tried it out, I realized, god damn, if I convince or even intimidate or even force my younger self to try the game now today as it is, he'd probably think, oh wow, okay, this is what I was missing out. But still though, it's still cringe. I'd agree. But the fun I had going off and potentially being like, the winner at the end of the match, it's something. That's what I'm yearning for, to win. Although, winning isn't everything. As long as I have fun, that's more than enough. But winning is the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. But yeah, part of me wants it to be challenging, but part of me also wants it not to be too challenging to a point I get shit on, and I don't want that kind of content. And it kind of sounds like I'm a perfectionist. Like, I want to push out content where you see me go off, or you see me spectate one of my friends fucking go off and fucking do some crazy shit. Namely Xavier, he fucking goes off in Cold War or any games that he has hacks on. Honestly, that kid's he's too dangerous to be kept alive. Oh, but yeah, I don't know what to do. TikTok, Valorant, sweaty try hard on Valorant, or the third option which is go back to where it all started, BO3 Zombies. I mean, I don't want to. And it's not like, I mean, who does not want to have to suck up to people or to have to suck dick? Because I feel like people who have more followers or more subscribers or more viewership than me, they probably had sucked a couple dicks, if you catch my meaning. Not in literal sense, but metaphorically in a sense. Like, they had to suck up the sponsorships that they've been collabed with and, introduced to. And frankly speaking, for me, I probably won't get that like moment in this hobby of mine where, if you're gonna sponsor me or some shit, there's certain things you can say and you cannot say and can say, or certain things you have to do in order to, keep the sponsorship rolling and shit. Like, I don't want the restrictions to be there, but they're there so that the sponsor's image is kept and their integrity is kept, so that their business and keeps rolling, and they're using you as a siphon to get more customers, more coverage for their products, for their their company. That's why there's such thing as sponsorships. That's why they use influencers or even content creators, because they're the best source for ad placement. Like, imagine PewDiePie gets sponsorships from Pepsi or Coca-Cola. Can't imagine how much more money they're gonna get, even though they already have more than enough money. Greed and money is what is the talk of the town. Always has been. That money is the only thing that talks around here. So yeah. And I don't know. I mean, I at some point did have some effort or wanted to try spreading word, and by doing that I meant like fucking always advertise on my Instagram story saying like, oh, I'm live on Twitch, come check me out and whatnot. I did that for a month straight and I kind of just gave up on it. I got bored halfway through because my Instagram, not a lot of people follow. It's like, what, 250 at this point at time, and it's mostly people who know me in real life, who majority of them aren't gamers. Some of them are gamers, but they're more towards, like I said, Valorant or any typical Singaporean gamer games. Fucking Valorant, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, yeah, you name it. All the typical Southeast Asian country games. Ew, so overrated. So yeah. and the majority of my followers is family, friends, or old friends of mine, relatives, even my family members. Oh god. And another option I can think of is probably ask any one of my friends right now, fucking Xavier, Mike, rest of them, spread the word. But I don't want to put them in a position where, you know, I mean, granted, it's either they, I don't know where I just brought up like, oh yeah, Proxima streams or he's a streamer. It's not like they need to tell them or I tell them so that in case, you know, some of their friends just hop on the stream or, you know, what we're playing and then they're in the same Discord server or whatever, or the same Xbox party or whatnot. They join and then, you know, someone says, you know, oh, we're on stream right now, so be careful what you say. It's whatever. But I don't want to put any of them in a position where, you know, guys, I need your help to help me advertise my channel. I don't want to sound desperate. I really don't. I mean, never in my life, ever since I met them, I've never asked any of them, spread the word that I stream. Help me out, guys. No, not once. But if they want to help out, sure. But it kind of sounds like I'm fucking asking, like I'm begging them. Like, no, I'm not desperate. It's just, I don't know. I've said that before. I'll see where this channel takes me, but the reason why I've been thinking about trying to put in effort and maybe have the passion to actually grow my channel even more, potentially be affiliate, because let me tell you something. The only thing I'm missing to be an affiliate on Twitch is to have free viewers, free live viewers at least, texting in chat, in live chat for 1 month straight. I can't even keep that up, yet I have 250 followers. The bare minimum to be a Twitch affiliate is 150 subscribers, stream on average 5 hours a day for 30 days straight or 1 month straight. Okay, all of that settled. And have surpassed 1,000 views. Already done that, but they've got rid of views in Twitch. And the fourth and final criteria, which I can't fucking get for the past I don't know how long, maintain 3 or more viewers texting in chat, live viewers texting in chat in your live streams for a whole month straight. I have not gone that fucking requirement at all ever since I've gone the other requirement 3 years ago. So I've been in a limbo of an endless loop of not being able to get that final requirement. I just need this one requirement, which is get free viewers, live viewers texting in chat. Technically speaking, I could reach that with the help of my friends, but that is if they're up for it, and it kind of seems a bit I wouldn't say weird, more like a bit of a cheat or a bit of a cheese. But I know this could help me grow my channel, and if it does help grow my channel, then it also makes them famous. Because the way I see it right now, as of this moment, my channel doesn't just revolve me, it revolves around me 80% of the time. But the remaining 20% is basically the guys. The rest of the guys. Because I guess it added color. It's more like back in my BO3 days, it was a black and white. But when I met the guys, all these sets of colors start coming in and added breathing more, I wouldn't say flavor, but more variety and vibrance into the content I push out. So yeah. So in a sense, I guess the guys have quite a substantial amount of a role to play in this channel I have. But I feel like, you know, if I do go for the route where I ask them like, okay, I just need this one requirement, I feel like I'll be subjecting them to this like standard we have to uphold. Because trust me when I tell you this, things are gonna be different if I grow this channel, and that's the last thing I want to do. And in the sense of change, we can't say certain things anymore. We can't joke around the same way we used to. And I don't want to get rid of that. Because you know the saying, you can't teach a bird to fly overnight. Same goes for a Twitch channel that grows and then sponsors come in and they expect some professionalism. Well, not some, more like straight up professionalism, where you are allowed to goof around, have fun, but you can't say certain things like all the cum jokes, the gay jokes, the trans jokes, all that shit. Can't say on any of that, which is gay. Even gay jokes, you can't even fucking bring that shit up. It's stupid. It really is. Unless you're like PewDiePie or Vanoss Gaming and whatnot, they don't give a shit. They're that rich, and even if they have sponsors, they probably have sponsors drop out of them every now and then. They have that kind of like type deal for breakfast. Like, it's no big deal to them if sponsors drop them, because they have so much following. They have other sponsors who are actually cool with whatever they say, apart from, you know, racial slurs and anything insulting. And if I were to compare the things we say and the things we do on stream or off stream to any content creator who has sponsorship, we're probably 10 times more worse and 10 times more immature, but in a fun way. It's just, I don't want any like changes or anything, because the way I see it, if I want to grow my channel, it's around, like I said, 20% around you guys and 80% around me. And I gotta change, and you guys gotta change. You guys have to change. And I don't want that to happen, because that is our sense of humor. That is our source. We can't change that. We cannot. We can't make it worse. We can't make it shittier. It's there. It works. But we live in a day of age where the shit we say to an average person, it's fucking offensive, or it's just straight up immature or just disgusting. They'd be like sending an angry email to our sponsors or any potential people who are helping us grow my channel, and I get fucking bombarded with like emails and shit, like wondering, what the fuck are you guys saying the past stream? Like, we're sponsoring you, and you are saying this shit? Like, I'm sorry, but if this continues, we can't further this business deal. I don't want that. I really don't. Because it's either I grow my channel, find ways, but you guys are still included, but change needs to happen. We can't say certain things, we can't do certain things, which is gonna be a big bitch. It is not good. It really ain't. I mean, every now and then, like quite rarely, people do lose their shit. They say certain things, they even swear or whatnot. I mean, what else is new? But it's just, it's the staple of our, you could say, brand that we have. A group of retards fucking saying some fucked up shit, gay shit to each other, aggressively being gay to each other. Wait, what? But you know what I mean. Or we continue this route, but channel doesn't grow, but we still have fun. But at the same time, the growth is stuck there in an endless loop, where every like probably in a month, if I do stream on a daily basis, I get like 1 or 2 new subscribers in a month. That's not 1 or 2 new followers, and 1 or 2 new followers is probably a bot or some guy who just followed just to have their name pop up live on stream, just for the sake of I don't know, attention, and then like 1 or 2 hours or 1 or 2 weeks later they just unfollow me just to get like, oh, their name live on stream. Yeah, people like that exist where they just follow random streamers so that they can see their name pop up live on stream. And then like if they like the content, yeah, they stick around only for like a couple days and they just unfollow. Or they don't like the content, they just immediately unfollow. But hey, at least they got what they wanted, which is to have their name pop up live on stream that, oh, they followed this person. Honestly, I don't see a reason. I don't see the reason why people would do that. Probably just to have their 2 seconds of fame. Like, oh, look, ma'am, get the camera. My name just popped up while following this person live on stream on Twitch. Okay. Have fun of your 2 seconds of fame. For a guy who's following a streamer who isn't getting much coverage. But yeah. Another thing to think of is making a montage of all the shit that we say. All the stupid shit we do, the stupid things we say. That I can think of. Yeah, but if I were to make a montage or compilation of all the things we said and do, the crazy shit we say, the crazy things we do, it'd be the whole stream. I am not joking. It would be the whole fucking stream. That's why I just leave it up there. I don't like download the stream and then edit parts of it and then make a compilation, because what's the point? Because all the things we say and do, it's pretty much the majority of the whole fucking stream. So the stream is basically the whole compilation. That's how it is. But there are certain parts where the things we say or the things we do is more like highlighted than the other rest of the remaining 90% of the stream. Like for instance, just now Mike killed himself twice in D2 on the Cosmodrome. He blew himself up. He had his fucking hunter ragdolled like twice, like it did cartwheels, and I was thinking maybe that could be a highlight, or I can clip that. Or the things that Chase say and the things that me and Xavier say, they could be potential highlights. Although it'd be like only one or 3 moments in the stream where we say or do something crazy or stupid, and it's so fucking hilarious and so humorous. I would put in my head mental note that, yeah, once the stream has ended, or once everyone hops off, or when I'm about to hop off to let my PC rest and whatnot, I'm gonna find the timestamp in the past broadcast in the stream, and then when I'm done with my break of letting my PC rest and just in general just take a break from gaming and just on the PC, I just go to the past broadcast, highlight that shit, and then look for the timestamp and, you know, clip that shit and then make a compilation. Or if it's like only one clip, then it's just one clip from this stream. But if it's like multiple clips, and if I'm feeling up to it, I can make these 3 parts of the stream, download the parts of this stream, clip them, download, and then edit them in a video editor software. Probably Microsoft Video Editor. I mean, the video editor within Windows. And then it'll be like a 3-part clip, but it's a 1 video with 3 clips into one. So it'll be cutaways and shit. I rarely do that. I mean, I know how to edit and shit. It's just I don't know how to add special effects and whatnot. I mean, YouTube is there. They can teach you. It's just... I don't know. I'm afraid. I'm fearful for like putting in effort, because I feel like I'll fail in putting in effort, because I have the tools. I just lack the software, and even if you give me the software, I feel like I'm not confident in actually, learning to make good edits and clips. I mean, the clipping part, like finding the part of streams and whatnot, that one I got that shit nailed down, easy peasy. Anyone can do that. Just find the timestamp and then find the perfect cutoff time, so the clip doesn't abruptly just end just like that. And yeah, as for like special effects and cutouts and transitions, I can do that.
possibly. That is, if feeling up for it. I'm interested in adding a bit more flair to the clip that I'm trying to edit. I can send it to the Discord and show it to the guys, or publish it on Twitch or on YouTube, given the chance. I'd search up YouTube, look up for any potential ways to make the video look more nicer, make it more funny, I guess. Subtitles even, I don't know. It's there, it really is there. Like, I do have potential to be a good video editor. It's just, like I said, is it really what I want? And even if it's what I want, do I have the confidence to actually pull it off? Because trust me when I tell you this, video editing changes everything. Like, you pull off an awesome clip, or you say some stupid shit, you do some stupid shit on stream, and you want to make a compilation, and then you learn editing, sound effects and whatnot, transitions, all that shit. It changes everything. Your content would be like 10 times more better than previously plain raw, unedited footage, and people watch that shit. And they'd be like wondering, God damn, this guy's got content, not gonna lie. I mean, it's there. It's just, I don't know. I want to try, but I'm afraid. I lack the confidence, and I lack, I guess, the push. Because this shit was a hobby, and it still is. But at the same time, I feel like if I can turn this into something, if I can actually get the push, if I can actually get the confidence and have the self-esteem to actually pull this off, actually learn sound effects and, more into video editing, and get the right software, be it free or paid, then maybe, just maybe, the shit we say, the things we do, I can make it a compilation, edit that shit, and see how it goes from there. If it's good, it's good. And then from then on, maybe you can spread the word and say, wow, I did this. Come check me out. There's more to come. Be it live on stream, raw, unedited footage, unscripted shit we say. Because trust me, I tell you this, all the shit we say, all the things we do, that shit ain't scripted. It's all just raw, us just improvising, saying things, doing things, jacking each other off. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We're unscripted. Because if that shit's scripted, you'll know. And it will feel very unoriginal. It'll be like, before the stream starts, I have a 1 hour. It could be like, I tag everyone in Discord. I asked everyone to have like a 1 hour meeting, like, okay, these are things we're gonna say, these are the things we're gonna do and whatnot at this timestamp, or in this, within the next 20 minutes, and show 20 minutes or so right after the stream has started. I don't want to do that, and no one wants to do that unless you're a content creator who isn't very original. I don't want that, and I don't see a reason why I need to do that, or anyone for that matter in our group. Because it just comes naturally. We're all just a group of friends just fucking around and, playing games and just dicking around and saying some gay jokes and cum jokes and whatnot. It is what it is. And every now and then we pop off, doing some crazy shit, doing some crazy shit, saying some crazy shit, you name it. But yeah, if I were to get into video editing, it's all about sound effects in general, proper video editing, and finding the clips. Because trust me when I tell you this, all the past broadcasts, all the past streams we've had, the gold mine is there. It's like all the past broadcasts that I've had is like a mine, a gold mine, a diamond mine, whatever you want to call it. It's just that we have the tools, or in this case, I have the tools, the pickaxe and the carts and whatnot. It's just that I don't know where to start digging. And when I do
start digging and I do find the parts where to dig, I pick up the rocks that contain the gold inside. But the thing is, I don't know how to get to the gold inside. I don't know how to reap the rewards inside of the stone that I dug out from the mine, the treasure trove mine of content that is in the past broadcasts. I just don't know how. Where, in a sense, ergo, I don't know how to make like shit posting content, like adding sound effects and whatnot. I mean, yeah, like I said, I can Google that shit, I can YouTube that shit. But at the same time, this fear, this low self-esteem I have is holding me the fuck back. Because I feel like, oh, I learned all that shit, I try it out, looks out good, and then I publish that shit, upload it on YouTube or even on Twitch or even on my Instagram. Barely get any views or even no views at all. I feel like I wasted, I don't know, 3 hours, 5 hours of my day where I could have spent playing games, grinding my shit, doing absolutely fuck all on editing this one compilation clip of all the shit we do and say, and then bam, we barely get anything. It kind of sounds like I'm expecting instantaneous results. Like I said, it sounds like I'm a perfectionist. It's this mindset I have. Because I've been doing this for so long, and I feel like since I've been doing it for so long, I have the experience. It's more like I've been doing it for so long the same way, but no change, no risk taking, and no innovation. So in a sense, innovation is pretty much what I lack. And I don't know what is. I mean, for instance, this shit right here, this stinger, I made this 2 years ago and I'm still using it because I love it, but I feel like it's old. Like, look at this shit. Yeah, wrong scene. So yeah, so I don't know what to do. Innovation is probably my biggest weakness. It's probably the reason why it's kind of hard for me to properly land a potential full-time job with the highest educational qualification I have, because although I have a NITEC cert, I'm a NITEC graduate of web applications, therefore I am a bona fide web developer. I mean, not bona fide, but you know, like a web developer trained and design and whatnot. It's just innovation is pretty much the key factor around that, and that is something I lack. If I'm not innovating on my Twitch streams and my Twitch channel and my content, there's no way how I'll be able to innovate if I'm able to convince the people who are trying to hire me that, yeah, I will definitely be an asset to the company or to the team that I'm trying to get in so I can have a job. So yeah, innovation's my biggest weakness, and that is pretty much what's holding me back to actually do great things. I mean, I have the guys to help me with not knowing that they are actually helping me. Like all the things we say, the things we do, it's right there. It's just, you know, I'm afraid to make the move. I could say I need the push, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, sure, I could probably say, if we're gonna do this, I'm gonna need your guys' support to tell me I can do this or whatever. At the same time, I don't know. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, because right now, technically speaking, well, if I actually do get this other job, technically speaking, I have 3 part-time jobs. The IKEA job, I'm not doing that anymore, but I'm actually still an employee. It's just I haven't booked any shifts lately. And even if I fucking message the chick who's in charge of the shift booking, she's not gonna respond. She's not even gonna read them. She's probably gonna read my message and just, blue tick it as read message and just completely ignore it. That, I want to work at this shift and whatnot. But she's gonna like throw me off and say nothing. And even if she did respond, she'd probably say, "Oh, due to low order, we didn't put you in." Like, bro, that's fucking stupid ass excuse. And then right now there's a new job, which by the way, I haven't even started yet. I'm actually starting tomorrow, Monday, 6:30 p.m. To 9 p.m. I think, or 9:30 p.m. Basically 3-hour shift, 6:30 to closing, and it's at the nearby mall. Yeah, I'll be starting tomorrow. Tuesday, I will be working the whole day from 11 to closing, so 11 to 9 p.m. There is a 1-hour break in between, give or take, I think. So yeah, and then this coming Thursday and Friday, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. But tomorrow between 4 to 6 p.m., the other job that I applied for, this third part-time job, one of the handlers, one of the managers wants to call me within that time period, emailed me and said that, if 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow, Monday, 20th March is okay for you for that time period, as, she wants to, talk to me on the phone, get to know me a bit, so that way, if everything goes well during the phone call, we could maybe arrange a one-on-one interview. And if the interview goes well, because it's a part-time position as well at this sports store, and it's at a mall at Sembawang. That is the location, a station away from my current area where I live. And ironically, the mall is called Sun Plaza, and that mall is actually next to where my old crush used to live, but she moved out. She moved to a bit closer to where my house is. So yeah, it's kind of weird. So if I do see her there and she wants to buy something sports related and I do end up getting the job and I see her there, it's gonna be very, very fucking awkward. Because she does live near there, but she doesn't live exactly like next to the mall where the sports store is, of where I will be applying a job for. Because that ad for that part-timer position has been there for 2 weeks, and I've been looking at it since last week, and I got interested in it around last Thursday, and I messaged, emailed, sent my portfolio, my fucking resume and shit. So yeah, they got back to me like the next day, and they said that we'll notify you if you are shortlisted for a phone call, and if the phone call goes well with the supervisor for that outlet for the part-timer position, they can move on to the next level, which is a one-on-one interview, and then after that, if it goes well, then you're hired. So as of right now, in a sense, I technically have 3 part-time jobs under my belt. The IKEA, even though I'm officially cutting ties with them, I'm still technically an employee until I say I want to resign, and then they'll take me out of the system. So IKEA under my belt, and then there's a new job that I have yet to start until tomorrow. And then now there's potentially a third job. So in a sense, yeah, I'm juggling. I wouldn't say I'm juggling 3 jobs. It's more like I have 3 jobs under my belt on standby. Maybe IKEA will finally, let me book shifts, or maybe this other job that I'm doing is, that I'm about to start doing might be in order. Or if not, then this other job, this third job that I'm trying to apply for an interview, it could go work. It could work. So yeah, I have a backup plan on top of a backup plan on top of a backup plan. And the reason why I looked for another job after, even though I haven't started in this current job, this Challenger electronic store job is because, oh my fucking god, booking shifts is 10 times more harder than it is for the IKEA job I did. It's so fucking competitive. Like I said, every Friday 9 a.m. the shift roster resets, and there's so limited slots in the area of all the outlets near my house. There's like at least 10 slots available, 10 shift slots available, and people are fucking spawn camping the shifts for those outlets near my house. And somehow, by some miracle, I managed to get a full day shift for this coming Tuesday for the mall nearby my house. And for Monday, tomorrow, 6:30 to 9 p.m., it's only a 3-hour shift, so it's probably going to be like a very short shift. Just go there and then, learn the ins and outs, even though I've been to that shop so many times buying my own electronics and shit. But being there as an employee, not as a customer, it's a bit surreal. So yeah. But Tuesday is probably going to be my first day to get the taste of what it's like to work as a full day part-timer. Because the longest I've worked as a part-timer on a shift is 7 hours. But to work a full day, that's something I've never attempted before, even when I worked at McDonald's. I'm basically going in uncharted territory at this point with a full day part-time shift. This is something new for me, and I hope I'm up for it. And after that, like I said, Thursday and Friday night, 6:30 to 9 p.m. Yeah, I have like just one shift as a 3-hour shift. So within this week, I should earn like $180, give or take, or $160 because there's a $20 cutoff due to the CPF deduction. Yeah. And yeah, the fact that I was only able to get that many shifts within this upcoming week, because my plan was to get 3 full days, 3 full 9-hour shifts each. So basically, I do 27 hours throughout this whole week, and it's $10 per hour. So Thursday and Friday I don't have to work, but that was my original plan. But that is if I can get 3 shifts, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9-hour shifts each, and get my $180 and my $270 worth of week working. But no, it's all about fucking spawn camping the shifts. So if it's gonna be a competition to work, it's really not my cup of tea, honestly. I'd rather fucking get a part-time job that you say you want to work at this time from this time for how many days in a week, and they're okay with it, sure, because it's your responsibility to actually show up. But for you to actually book your shift, I feel like that's a bit too much freedom, if you ask me, because I already experienced that with IKEA, and then I'm experiencing it with this current job that I haven't even started yet. And the fact that they give us so much freedom, meaning anyone can just spawn camp the shift bookings, is crazy. And speaking of shift bookings, let me see if there's any. I always check the app every 2 hours and see if there's any shift that opened up. Maybe someone can back out, because you can actually cancel your shift days before the shift event happens. Even if you can cancel your shift even on the day the shift's supposed to happen, but you need to cancel it at least like before for a certain time. Okay, there's only 12 available slots left for this upcoming week. It's crazy. It is crazy. It really is. But yeah, like every last Friday, I got the taste of the spawn camping of the shift booking for this job. When 9 a.m. hit and then I refreshed on the app, it showed 999 plus, meaning 999 plus part-timer retail assistant slots, and that went down from 999, basically 1,000 slots, to fucking 200 in like 10 minutes. So basically throughout the whole of Singapore, and we only have like 47 outlets, it was that fast. And the outlets in question that I'm looking forward to are 4 outlets. They all are nearby my house. The furthest outlet is actually near my camp that I used to go to during my time in the army. Hell, that's actually where I went to buy my Cat 8 Ethernet cable for my laptop. Both my laptop and my PC. So yeah. There are 4 outlets. Each of the 4 outlets that are near my house, they have very limited slots, very few slots for part-timers. And the fact that, I don't know, people fucking spawn camp those slots on those outlets, or they just knew that it was gonna happen and just fucking, you know, spawn cap that shit. On top of that, there's a way to actually get priority booking, which is basically clues in the name. If you do very good at work, you get a good conduct at the end of every shift. You get a good praise from the supervisor that actually puts it into the system after end of every shift that you do. You maintain like a steady 90 and above score of your work conduct, and you work at least 40 hours at minimum throughout your whole month, you will be given priority booking. I've actually mentioned this before. And if you're given priority booking, you can book a day before everyone else. So instead of the usual every Friday 9 a.m., you can book the day before, which is you can book every Thursday. So while everyone is fighting for a shift in an outlet they want to work at, you're just chilling, just, you know, you have a wide variety selection to work at this shift at this time. And then once Friday 9 a.m. hits, the next following day, you see the amount of slots just go down because everyone's fighting for it. Those who don't reach, who've never gotten like a 90% conduct and minimum 40 hours work time throughout a month. And you got to maintain that in order to keep up the priority booking status that you will be given if you maintain that. So yeah. So in a sense, I gotta grind the hours first and grind the good conduct first in order to get priority booking. So it's kind of like I'm level 1 right now and I'm grinding it. And by the same time, I feel like, okay, this isn't like a good start because it already sounds very competitive. So I got myself into like a competitive part-timer gig, which is something I don't want to really be introduced into. I want to keep it on a low key down and just build my way up with like training wheels. Like people teach me what the ins and outs of the workplace, what my job scope is, what to do, what my role is. And then from then on, if I can cut it, then I can cut it. Then, you know, just come into work every time I have shift, do my job, you know, keep my nose clean, keep my head down, you name it. And then at the end of the day, I get paid. But yeah, I did say I was gonna possibly do Fortnite or, you know, any games or D2. I don't know, but just talking about this now is actually making me just want to sleep it off, think about it in bed and whatnot. I don't know, because before I started streaming, I was planning on playing Fortnite. I was planning on doing solo Fortnite while talking about the future of everything about my Twitch and YouTube. But at the same time, now that I've talked this long for like an hour, almost an hour and 30 minutes, I'm like thinking, yeah, I kind of lost the drive to actually play, to hop on Fortnite or in D2. Yeah. Feel like I just want to get this out there, like, be it as a past broadcast watcher, viewer, or as a live viewer. I have that thought in my head of, you know, going big, but I just don't know how. And I feel like if I do actually find a method and find the help to go big, to grow this channel, to make even better content than what I push out, and put in more effort, and don't make this just a hobby but more of like a job or a part-time kind of thing,
yeah, because I mean, it's not a bad thing to turn your hobby into a job. You enjoy it, and also you're earning from it. Because you never know. Maybe if I do actually go big and I decide to give Twitch a chance, give it a shot in like just relying on Twitch or YouTube for sponsors, donations, and whatnot, and revenue, I may or may not need to find a part-time job. And if I do super good and I feel like I'll be set for life, I don't have to resume my studies. I'll just be streaming, finding clips and within past streams, editing them, making compilation, adding sound effects and whatnot, upload that shit into YouTube, get views, get sponsorships, you name it. That could be the way. Yeah, I could be set for life. I get money on the side. Or could be famous at the same time. It's just, I need the push, and I don't need just the push, I need the help. I'm not saying you should start donating or anything, it's just I don't know where to start. I really don't. Could probably search up on YouTube like how to be famous or how to get more views on Twitch and whatnot. I don't know. I really don't. Like, hearing me say all this and also kind of sound like I'm out of it, it goes to show that I want to try, but at the same time I'm afraid that I'll fail. I'm afraid that even if when I do try, that I feel like it's not gonna work. I kind of sound like Mike when he was hesitant on trying to do the first boss on the island on Ark. But this is the thing I'm talking about is more than that. This is like the future of content creating that I'm trying to pull off my future. I don't know. I'll leave it at that. I think I've talked long enough, and although, like I said, I feel like not playing any games, I just wanted to talk, get it out there. Alright, okay, that's it from me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.